Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. House culture conversations, giving a moment for everybody to get connected, whether you're on YouTube, whether you are on Twitch, or whether you are on Facebook Live. Today, we are excited to have a lot of noise and a lot of static. Welcome to Straight Fire DJs. What's happening? That's it. That's it. It's good to see you, brothers.
Hey, man, it's good to see you. It's good to see that you're doing this for the culture, man.
Doing it. Hey, well, listen, before we get into it, why don't we do introductions? DJ Real, we have had that pleasure of interviewing you a few months ago and found out that you're a part of this amazing collective of DJs and producers. So we brought the whole fam out. So DJ Real, why don't you just tell us who's all in the building?
Who's all in the building? We got DJ Get Down, which is the CEO. I should have did that last, but I'm gonna do him first. So we got DJ Get Down in the building. He's the CEO, originally from Chicago. I'll let him say all of that. We got everybody with the exception of one person, and that's Tron Blaze. But we got DJ Herbie from Cali. We got G Quick. G Quick is the baby of the bunch, but not really the baby of the bunch.
No.
But he's the last member of the bunch, which is fantastic. We good to have him in, man. And we're gonna start with G Quick, and then we're gonna, I guess, circle back to the CEO and let him, close the introduction down.
I love it. So G Quick, tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, and how you got into this thing called house.
Okay. My name is G Quick. Originally from Harlem, New York, born and raised. I'm in Harlem now. I'm not going anywhere. I got into this in the late 70s, early 70s, late 70s, just listening to music. Joined the service, and that's how I was able to get my DJ gear and stuff. Long story short,
why did I think of that?
Okay. Long story short, I met my brother, who's not here today, KGB. I met him. We were stationed together, so that's how me and K got together. So we've been friends since '91. But like I said, I got in the game in around '81. I got my first setup and never stopped playing since then. So it's been quite a bit.
That's incredible. KGB, Killer Green Beats.
Yes.
Another, and I apologize. We got, with the exception of two, my apologies. Killer Green Beats, of course, couldn't make it today. He had a gig, and Tron Blaze. So I apologize for that part.
Hey, no apologies needed. Hey, if you're out there making money doing the thing that you love, we got to give you a big shout out for that. So DJ Herbie, California, Cali.
Doing good, man. Thank you for having me. Good to see you guys. From Los Angeles. Started DJing. I'm like the baby of the bunch. A couple of years ago during the pandemic. So, but always been a dancer, been going out to parties. I was like, I need to do this thing. I've been talking about it. Made my DJ Herbie profile thinking, if I do this, it'll happen. And wasn't happening. DJ Get Down was like, dude, you have DJ in your name and I'm seeing you out here and you're not streaming. You better do it. And I'm like, So he finally pushed me to do it, and here I am.
And here you are. DJ Big Ed Smith, what's happening? Thanks for vibing with us. And thanks for the bitch. He comes in with a giving heart. We
come in making it rain.
Okay, making it rain. Oh, my goodness. Well, so DJ Herbie, as the baby of the bunch.
A rookie.
What has been your most rewarding part of becoming a DJ and hanging out with these cats?
Well, man, just connecting with real people I've been reading about, Tyree Cooper, these producers. I know them on a first name basis now. We hang, we talk, we chat, that I didn't think was going to ever happen. And so like that to me has been pretty incredible.
Absolutely. All right, we're gonna come around to the CEO, the man himself.
Yes, sir.
DJ Get Down Chicago.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, my name is DJ Get Down Chicago, and I've been in this game since about 84. 84, but when I in 84, I was a house head. You dig? I was a house head getting my boogie on until about 86. 86 is when I really started DJing and getting into the music, buying records. One of my good friends, God rest his soul, man, Paul PJ Johnson, man. You know, if it really had not been for him really getting me into it, man, I wouldn't have never really got into it. And the name Get Down came from my man, Paul Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna tell y'all what my name was before. He clowned me.
Terrible.
He clowned me so hard. So he said, well, you know, man, you get down, man. So there it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, shouts out to the shout. I'm from the south side. We call it over east. I'm all the way over east near Indiana. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what we doing, man.
All right,
That's
where'd you go to school in the 80s?
I started out at Quigley South.
Quigley.
79, right off 79 and Western, you know what I mean? And then, I just couldn't feel the Catholic school thing, so I kind of talked my pops to get me back in. I was going to go to Lindblom, but I wasn't in the area, so I ended up going to South Shore, which is, man, that's one of the dopest schools that you can ever go to, man. And all them DJs came from there. Ron Trent, you know what I'm saying? We got some cold brothers from there, so yeah, that's it, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Well, I know you visited a share of your Mendel parties, I'm sure.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Hey, well, I tell you, it is a pleasure to, have you guys with us. And I'm going to start with Quick. Why do you think house is so pervasive? It's 40 years later, and it's everywhere in many genres. It's worldwide. It's incredible to see where it's come, and it's afforded people like Terry Hunter and others to become Grammy nominated artists.
Right.
And we have people like Beyonce making house tracks and Drake and the like. What is it about house music that everybody wants a piece of?
Well, I kind of attribute house into the same vein as like hip hop music. I got into hip hop before I got into house music, and that kind of led me into DJing a little more in terms of blending, and because I loved all assets of the music in terms of what was coming out of R&B and Philly, and then disco kind of is the the mother of house music. And then from there, everything is just, it's just, I like house because it's anybody can kind of find their way in it. You don't have to be a superstar, to be a house producer or a DJ. You can just do what you do, and then everything else will take care of itself if you study your craft, and put yourself out there. But I think of it as, like I said, you can be a one-hit wonder in house and have a huge hit. You don't have to have a big machine behind you to actually, get your name out there or become something. So hopefully that answered your question.
Absolutely. DJ Herbie, same one to you. What is it about house music?
I think in the pandemic, I think that need to dance, that spirit of dance became very important to people. Finding a way to like release. I know a lot of people hadn't heard house before. They heard something they thought was house, and then they found it, and they found like this is like what quintessentially is spiritual dance music. What you can sort of get into and you can release. It taps into all kinds of feelings, emotions. It's cathartic. It's community, and I think it's what we needed at that time. And I think a bunch of new kids found it around that time, and I feel like it really speaks. It's just like the past, and it's just hitting everyone sort of like it's a universal sort of language, So I think that's why like the appeal is so strong now.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, DJ, get down. Why is house still so relevant today?
Man, listen, coming from the shop, you know, and we knew, and see, we already knew that this house music was going to be, it's going to be international. I can remember back in the late '80s when Farley Jackmaster Funk brought it from Chi and took it over to the UK, and just the vibe, man, the vibe of it. You know what I mean? It's the vibe, man. It's the spirituality, you know. And once you get caught up in it, man, you know what I'm saying? You stuck, bro. You stuck. It's like a musical high, man, that takes you to a whole nother level, fam. And I just knew, man, that this thing right here, you know, once it got out of Chicago and started really hitting everybody else, man, I'm telling you, this thing was, man, it's it. So the reason why it's still valid today, man, is because, man, it's just the energy, man, the culture, you know, the vibe. It's still relevant, man. I don't think it's gonna ever go nowhere, man. And you know, when you look at the house heads today, man, they all our age, you dig? They all 40s and 50s, gray head. They out there housing with a cane, with a stroller, you know, all that, man. They still getting it in. So what that tells you, man, that tells you that this music, man, is real. It's real, man.
And DJ Real, we talked last time, and we touched on this, but I want you to jump on a little deeper on it. With all that said, house continues to have its underground roots. You know, it hasn't just spilled over in the mainstream. It still feels underground.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's happened? Why do you think we've been able to do that?
Well, I'll just say one thing for sure, two things for certain. God, I don't want to sound cliche, but I know that God blessed house music and the people who's involved in it long time ago. That's one of the reasons why house has been so relevant and so important to people's life. I was in Mexico this past week, and they were jamming house music in Mexico. They didn't understand one word. Most of those people didn't understand one word, right? But they were still able to feel the spirit of house music, right? And so God blessed house music a long time ago, man. And the reason why it hasn't reached the height is because most of us really want to continue to keep that. If we allow everybody, and I don't mean, I'm not trying to pigeonhole or keep house music in one box and things like that, but if we let somebody else come in and take it from us, it could get and you know, infiltrate it a little bit, and it can get a little bit. And I'm not, hey, shouts out to the Beyoncés and the Ushers and all these people that have tried. But if you think about it, just think about it. They've tried, but they was never able to succeed and go on and make more and more and more. They touched it a little bit, and then they left it alone. It's because that spirit is not originally with them. They'll touch it, but it's not organic. You have to be organic to be able to touch this thing. That's one of the reasons why Tyree Cooper, Mike Dunn, Alan King, Terry Hunter, all these cats were able to, you know, keep it safe. It's a safe place. So that's one of the reasons why house music stays where it stays.
So, hey, DJ, get down. Why did you start Straight Fire DJs? Tell us about the origins.
All right. Well, so Straight Fire DJs it's I mean, you see all the stuff that's going on in house music DJs today. You got all these different clicks and this and that going on, you know. So I wanted to start something, man, where we can have the music for us, and that's what it's all about, the music. I mean, if you look on our shirt, man, it says one love, one music. You know what I'm saying? And it's not all about competition. It's not about who is better than this, and it's not about all that. It's all about the music, man, and that we can all enjoy the music. We can all, you know, and embrace this music together. And that is one of the reasons why Straight Fire started. Also, because it was COVID time and we needed the boogie. We need to get our groove on. You know what I'm saying? And so all these other people that I was watching, they all sound the same. Everything was the same. But we wanted to get something, man, where we can be universal. Everybody has their own style. Everybody is their own person. And I think that's why Straight Fire is so relevant today, because not everybody is the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So quick, what do you when you hear that, Straight Fire is all about allowing each of the DJs to bring their own style? What speaks to you when you hear that?
Like Get Down said, I mean, everybody brings their own little added part to the stew, and that's what makes it. Somebody adds this, somebody adds that, or somebody's got this style of play or that style of play, and then from there, that's what just makes it all. You never know what you're going to get. So you got several different people who play similar styles of music, but we never play it all the same way. So you never know exactly what you're going to get in terms of when you turn on and you listen to either one of the brothers. It's always you're going to get what you want. You're going to get that house feel, but you're going to get it played a little different. I'm going to play a little different from Real. I'm going to play a little different Get Down, and they're going to do a little different from me. So I think that's what it's a big attraction for everybody who listens and comes into the room every Sunday and listens. And you're just going to get a gumbo, a gumbo of great music.
Hey, DJ
G-Lot, I would like to add to that if you don't mind.
Go ahead. I was just about to let y'all know. Hey, Tron Blaze wanted to let y'all know he should be home in about 10 minutes. Okay.
I got him. We see you. We see you, bro. But yeah, you know what? It's so cool that we have a multitude of people in here, right? We got California, Chicago, New Jersey's. We got everybody, and everybody. It's like a radio station, right? When Herbie come on, he gonna give you the smooth groove. He gonna give you that, that ride at 5, and then KGB will give you that multitude. He'll give you that, the pleasure you need. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna bang your head off. Anybody that know me know that I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna come in rocking. And the only reason why I play like that is because I want to allow everybody to have that different. Those different genres. I'm a beat head. I'm a track head, just like, Get Down. He's a track head. So you got the track heads. You got the guys who mellow. You got everything that you need, like G Quick said, to come in. Tron Blaze will come in and he gives you that smoothness, and then he'll come in and transition to something different. So we don't want to give everybody, we don't want to be, predictable.
Yeah.
They're gonna come in. There you go. We're gonna spin it out.
Man. That is so well said, and I've experienced that, because when you guys rock out on Sundays, it really is that it's a beautiful bouquet of sounds and odyssey that you guys take your listeners on each and every Sunday, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about that. But quick, I'm not done with you. I want to ask you from the East Coast, right?
Yes.
So East Coast has a different perspective on house music, and so when you think about back in the day, a lot of people say Chicago, were the birthplace of house, but when you do your research, we know a lot of origins come from the East Coast. Comment on that.
Yes. The term house music, I know that's y'all guys got that from the Warehouse, and that's my understanding of the story. In New York, we never called it house music. Eventually, it was disco, and then we would call it club music, because that's the music that we heard in the clubs. Right. So that was our terminology, where y'all guys called it house. We just called it club. But in that same vein, today is Larry's. They're having a memorial boat ride today for Larry Levan, which is one of the greatest DJs that ever come out in New York, which again, out of Larry came Frankie. So, Frankie moved out to Chicago, and then that's, became that whole situation out there. God rest his soul as well, So those are the pioneers, in my opinion. So that's where I learned how to play, and the music that they played, I gravitated to that. If everybody watches me play, I know I play a lot of classics because that's the school I come from. But I like to incorporate it with the new as well. And I always say good music is good music, no matter where it comes from. You know, it's just how you play it.
Yeah, hey, I couldn't agree more with that. So DJ Herbie, California.
California. Yeah.
Now, and one of the things I'm finding out is house truly is a global phenomenon, right? People know their house all around the world. DJ Herbie, tell us a little bit about house on the West Coast. What are some of the nuances and differences?
Well, one of the big differences is that it gets mixed up a lot. Like people aren't strict house heads. It gets mixed in with pop. It's very open format. There's like the hip hop scene is pretty big here. House, it kind of dominates over house, but people just love all kinds of music. So it's not just all house, you know. So it gets mixed up a lot with a lot of different flavors. So for a lot of people, it's purists. It's not house, but you know, we have a freedom to sort of play, and we don't sort of abide by the rules as strictly. And I know some people don't like that, but I noticed the freedom with it. Sometimes it's like, it's a little too poppy, but you know, it's open format, you know, and like the house flavor kind of reflects it.
So now you have DJ Get Down and DJ Real. You guys aren't in Chicago right now, but you're from Chicago. And what's your perspective on the different feels of house as you look across the country?
Which one is that directed to?
Go ahead, Real. Go ahead, Real. Jump on.
It's different. It's different, but you have to be open-minded to some of this. You know, I'm in Atlanta, and they do a house. They do a house in the park, Atlanta here, and a lot of it is tribal. You know, when you come here, you're gonna hear a lot of tribal beats, Afro beats, and tribal. You're not gonna hear too many classics, Ron Hardy's. You're not gonna hear a lot of the things that you're used to and common to. But if you got that eardrum, and you got that culture in you, you'll gravitate to it. So I think it's a great thing, man, to where you can go to different places and hear different types of music, and sometimes incorporate that into some of your style. You know, I think it's very good to hear different backgrounds and cultures of house.
Hey, DJ Get Down, has that been your experience as well?
Well, out here in Minnesota, man, they don't really have a real big house community, you know. So anytime I've been going to the casinos, I've been going to, you know, different parks out here and playing the music, man. And I've noticed how the music is gravitating people. You know, I believe people out here, they know what house is, but they don't understand the culture. They don't understand, you know, just how, you know, how we see house. But the beat, like I was talking to a lady the other day, she was like, when I hear house music, I can't stop dancing. It just does something to my body to where I'm just moving and I don't even know why I'm moving, you know. So I mean, you know, it's good, you know, that, you know, I can bring it to the people out here and they're starting to gravitate to it. And I think that you know, if we can really get us a house community out here, I think it'll take off for sure.
Wherever it shows up, absolutely, it just explodes. It's fascinating how that happens. Now, when DJ Real was here, we talked about one of his probably most memorable house stories when he ran into Friday Jackmaster Funk. And I think he said, "What kind of name is that?" And at the time, you were more into dancing. And what ended up happening is you found out who he was, and you're like, "What?" You know. And so, who else has a memorable story back in the day? Maybe you played with somebody, or you know, what are some of the memorable stories that you guys have?
Like, you know, like I told you, man, I grew up with Paul P.J. Johnson. And I had went away to the military. When I came back, he had got shot in the back. So he was no longer, he was no longer able to stand. He was playing in a wheelchair. So around that time, he was doing Get Down, Get Down. He was doing that, right? And I was able to be there with him while he was, getting that song and putting it out, man. And I just thought it was pretty cool because I didn't know anything about producing, anything about recording, none of that. Just to have that experience, man, I just thought it was awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And before we go a step further, a few of you have, served time in the military, and I just want to say thank you for your service. That is greatly appreciated. Which one of y'all running for president? Oh, okay, that's a conversation for another time. Never mind. I lost my way. Oh my goodness. Who else? Quick, you gotta have some stories from back in the day.
Unfortunately, I don't. I just always had a chance of when I would come home on leave, I would get to go to Paradise Garage, or I would go to Zanzibar in Jersey and just hear like my kind of idols, because these guys were idols to me. That, like I said, I learned how to mix by listening to Timmy Regisford tapes. That's just how I learned. People would send me tapes. My parents would record stuff on the radio station and just send it, and I would just listen to those tapes over and over just to try to get my blends together. And those were, like I said, those were my idols. So I never really got a chance to play, but just being in the presence of listening to the greats play, like Larry and Tony Humphries, and that was all I needed for the inspiration for me.
Yeah, I will tell you, that's a story in and of itself. Growing up listening to Timmy Regisford, when we see them or we play their records, we're like, wow. And then we know a lot of people on the East Coast, we're like, yeah, I got to go to those places. I got to see them live. And that is incredible. I can't imagine what that was like.
Well, it was nothing. Now everybody will tell you who's ever been to Paradise Garage, there's nothing like walking up that ramp and you hearing the music from that system, that that Richard Long system. It was just your chest. You would just feel the goosebumps. I mean, just walking up the ramp, knowing I'm almost there, I'm almost in. And then when you get in there, it was just, that's the best club I've ever been in my life. Was the Garage. It was just, you had to be there. That's all I can say.
Philip the Haitian in the building. Philip the Haitian, what's happening? You're listening to House Culture Conversations, and we are hanging out, having an amazing time with the Straight Fire DJs. Herbie, what stories you got over there?
Well, you buy these CDs and you see like Zanzibar, you Paradise Garage, but then you hear the firsthand stories. That's what's like, wow, this is like for real. It's I like the closeness. I like that sort of connection to the past with all these people. Before it didn't exist to me, so now like I love that like Twitch brought that to me, and so like it's pretty great. So I mean that's kind of a great experience for me.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks,
I'm real. You have anything come to mind while they were talking?
Listen, man, the only thing that I had in mind was like you just mentioned, Farley Jack Master Funk tapping me on my shoulder, man, introducing me to house music. He was the godfather that walked me through the door for house music, but my inspirations and my childhood friends. And it's so crazy because, I was a B-boy spinning on linoleum and cardboard boxes. And Farley, right, at Ogden Park. That's where we used to meet up. So at Ogden Park, and for those who don't know, Ogden Park is in Chicago, South Side. And they would have house parties on the inside where the B-boys were on the outside spinning on their necks. So Farley was going in, with his crate holders, they were going in. And he tapped me on my shoulder and said, hey, man, one day, you're going to be up in here, you need to come up in here and, jack with us. I didn't know what that was. And I certainly didn't know what Farley Jack Master Funk was. So in short, I'm going to keep it short. In short, he tapped me on my shoulder and told me about it, and I was fascinated about it. And then crazy enough, I ended up being very good friends with Mike Dunn, Tyree Cooper. They have been they're the ones who ushered me into mixing. I wasn't even thinking about mixing. I wasn't even thinking about spinning, none of that. And Tyree, I called Tyree. I sort of got permission to spin. See, when you into this culture, man, I believe that, and this is my own opinion, I believe that when you come in the door and you do this thing that you guys do so well, producing, mixing, and spinning, I believe that I should have come in appropriately and asked permission to be a part of this community. As I've been in the dance community for a long time, but when it comes to this thing that you guys were taking very serious, I wanted to come in right and appropriate. And so I asked my mentors, I said, Tyree, call Tyree first. Tyree was like, come on in, man, do your thing. And then I talked to Mike, and he did the same thing. So, man, it's been a lovely journey, brother.
Well, hey, DJ Fusion said he feels you on the sound systems. Hearing a sound system created by Richard Long is an experience in and of itself. DJ Fusion, what's going on? Now, I need you guys to kind of move over. Y'all crowding the space. We need to get somebody on to move over.
Oh my God!
Hey, we talking him. Hey, we talking him.
We got feedback.
Hey, we talking him. Hey, we talking him.
We got feedback. We got feedback on Trons. He got too many things open. So as soon as he gets here, try and just hit us in the chat when you just need to have one mic. I think you got a couple of mics or something going on. DJ Paco D, what's happening? Good to see you all the way from Italy, up late listening to House Culture Conversations. It is a pleasure. And we got DJ Tron Blaze. I don't know, you think your audio's good? Let's see what happens. How you doing?
I hear sirens.
That may be for me.
Tron Blaze, can you hear us?
I think he froze, man.
No, he's not frozen. Can you hear us? I think he muted us.
Can you hear?
Just sign languages.
I don't hear him. Well, I'm gonna keep him. He's not echoing anymore, so that's good. So we'll see
I think he's trying to connect his system to what we're doing, and that ain't gonna work.
Yeah. He may want to just try to come on the phone. That might be quick because it looks like he is trying to come through his system.
Yeah.
Okay, he typing.
Let's see. All right. So while we're getting him set, you guys have been streaming now on Sundays. What is your perspective on like Twitch and streaming? We're back out. We're out of the COVID. We're post-COVID. Parties are back out rocking. People are taking trips, getting on cruises, enjoying house music. But people are still streaming like, at the same level, if not higher, when we were in COVID. What are your thoughts on that? Hey, DJ Herbie, why don't you kick us off on that discussion? Why do you think Twitch is still thriving?
I mean, it's just a fun place to hang out when you can hang out. It's always there. People are always around. And, people built really good communities on Twitch. And it's still, like, pretty solid. So, I mean, I don't check in as much just because I got a little busy. But I love checking it in every once in a while and stuff. So that's what it is for me.
That's awesome. Quick, what are your thoughts?
Well, I got in late on the Twitch thing. I started out on Mixcloud, and I was just mostly posting my sets on there, and then I linked up with KGB, and he was like, "Yo, you need to come on over to Twitch. It's a better setup over here." And I was like, and that's when he walked me through the whole, process of getting on there, and then it's been great ever since. Like I say, getting to link up with all these brothers, and just there's always somebody's on 24/7. Somebody's on playing, so I'm like, let me just jump on and see who's on here, and that's how you just link up with people.
So get down. Do you think streaming is here to stay?
Yeah, I do believe streaming is here to stay because it keeps like a backdraft on what Herbie said. It just, you've met people online, you've built relationships and communities. And I just think that this is just a cool place where people can come, they can listen to the music, and they can still, get their talk on with all their buddies and stuff. So I don't think it's going nowhere. I think it's here to stay.
So Tron, if you can hear us, you heard the question. What do you think about streaming? And do you think it's here to stay? Hey, Soul Minded, welcome on in. Good to see you. Welcome to House Culture Conversations with the Straight Fire DJs that tear it up every Sunday on Twitch. Who did I miss? Did I get DJ Real? Let me get you on there. All right.
Yeah,
DJ,
I don't think he's muted out. But anyway,
mm-hmm.
If we can keep AI out this shit, we'll be all right. If we can keep this AI thing, out of the conversation, we'll be all right. But I do think that this is the reason why the Twitch thing is so important is because this is a brand builder. It's free branding. Yeah. It ain't just for now. When it was COVID time, it was a thing to where everybody's having fun, and we still having fun, and we still showcasing our talents and things like that. But right now, for people that's trying to build a brand, shout out to Big Ed Smith. I knew that guy when he was just, he had 0 people, watching him, and he's transitioned to doing bigger things just because he's building his brand. Yeah. Get down. He's building his brand as a producer. You right now are building your brand. You never know who's watching. It could be somebody watching you right now and saying, dang, I've never seen this house culture conversation. And I think it should go to the alphabet channels. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say the alphabet channels. We know it's ABC, CBS, NBC, BET, and all them boys. So you just never know who's watching you, man. Build your brand, and now I think it's a perfect brand builder. So I think it'll be a while before it goes anywhere.
One thing is for certain, you will always hear the voice of DJ Tron Blaze. He remembers little Ed Smith back way back, and he said, "Hey, this thing ain't going anywhere. It's here to stay." D Briz, how are you? Good to see you, man. I saw the back of your head at the Chosen Few. Couldn't make it to the crowd. I think you were dancing with Letha 55, and I couldn't make it through, but it's good to see you in the building. Trust you are well. Thanks for hanging with us on House Culture Conversation. DJ Tron Blaze, we're supposed to be raiding. Are we raiding you? That's still on? Let me know in the chat. We are raiding out shortly. So I want to make sure I'm going to the right place. We're going to party after we talk about this music and this culture that we love so much. We're going to rock out for a little bit. And you guys just let me know where I am going. I believe it is to Tron Blaze. We'll look for that confirmation. And
he's saying, let me set him up. Let him.
Yeah, you got a couple minutes, so go ahead and get yourself going, and we appreciate that. We're gonna raid out the DJ Tron Blaze. You guys, let me know when you see him live. Soul Minded, Passive may be traveling, but great to see you up in Boston, enjoying Beantown. So get down. Tell us about Straight Fire DJs, when they're on, what's the lineup, who's playing when, and anything else that you guys got going on.
Yeah. So Straight Fire, we Sundays, and we own Sundays. We claim Sunday. Ain't that right, DJ Real? We claim the Sunday. We are Sunday. So we start out with a brother named Just Joe. He's the kickoff. He kicks off at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Then my man DJ Tron Blaze comes in at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then after him, we have my man DJ Real. He'll come on in and do his thing at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we got the new guy came in. He came over and took over the 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. My man G Quick come in and do his thing. And then we got Killer Green Beats. He come in at 6 p.m. followed by your man DJ Get Down at 8 p.m. So we holding it down all Sunday. And like I said, you know, for house heads that want to hear some good music, then you need to come on and check us out because we get down. We get down. I'm not just saying that for myself, but I'm saying this from, you know, people that watches us. They love us. And don't forget, we love y'all too. We appreciate everybody that come through. We appreciate everybody that support us. And I can't forget about our mod. I can't forget about our mod, Donna T. I'm telling you, we call her the hardest working woman in the Twitch streets. We can't forget about her because this sister is on from 10 all the way to 10 every Sunday. I'm telling you, she holding it down. So that's what we doing on Sundays, man. And we just, again, we ain't going nowhere. Just like Twitch ain't going nowhere, we ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it going. And again, we just thank everybody that comes and watches us. And D-Lot, man, we can't express our gratitude for allowing us to come here, man, on house conversation and doing this thing, man, because, you know, this house thing ain't going nowhere.
No, it's not going anywhere. And I just heard a bell. I don't know if that was somebody trying to yank us or something.
No. That was me.
No, you're all good. Get down. I'm gonna finish with you as the CEO. But DJ Real, outside of Straight Fire DJs on Sundays, what else you got going on?
All right, so we got this thing coming up, and I'm gonna address this to all the fellas in a minute. But we got this thing coming up. It's called the Foxhole, right? The Foxhole is showcasing other DJs' talent that doesn't get their fire on any other day. You know, they just right. It's not a raid. It's not they're joining a clique. It's not them joining a group. It's called the Foxhole for a reason. So if you were in the military, you know what the Foxhole is. The Foxhole is a safe haven for soldiers, right? And in battle. So in other words, this is a safe haven for the DJs that are trying to get their numbers up. This is a safe haven for DJs that are trying to get them numbers, that are trying to showcase their talent. So the Foxhole is a safe haven for those DJs not to be judged. This ain't the, you know, don't come in here, you know, criticizing them. They may have just started spinning yesterday. So it's a showcase for, you know, guys that want to come in and showcase their talents and things like that. Not even for the guys that are just coming out, but also for the seasoned DJs, because we're going to have two sets. We're going to have a set for the seasoned DJs that introduces the DJs that are just coming out. So this is going to be a thing that's going to come out, man. It's going to be, you know, I think it's a good idea for, especially for DJs that are just getting their start on, man. And I think it's amazing, man.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. However, I can support when you guys are ready to launch, come back, tell everybody about it.
You heard them.
You
heard them. So in August, this is coming out in August. Hopefully in August. So you heard D-Lot. I already got a few people that are willing to come and join us. It's a few people that are willing to come and join us, man, on a Foxhole. But D-Lot just said, y'all, I got him on camera, got him on video, saying he is going to be a seasoned DJ on the Foxhole. So you guys stay tuned for the Foxhole.
Here we go.
That's a great way to get involved. I appreciate that. Well, y'all know it's all love and it's all family. And whatever you guys need, whenever you need it, just call me. I'll be there. I'll be around. Now, so quick, what about you? What's happening in your neighborhood?
Being a new part of the Straight Fire on Sundays, I also do Twitch Tuesdays from 6 to 8, which is doing pretty good. And I have every now and then I'll alternate with Uptown Friday Night, The Mix from 10 to midnight. But right now I'm just mostly concentrating on Twitch Tuesdays as well as Straight Fire Sundays. So that's my main focus.
Fantastic. DJ Herbie.
Well, right now I'm doing my in real life sort of groundwork. You know, I'm carrying crates for people. I'm carrying records. I'm trying to get my play out and stuff. So, in fact, I'm going to meet some people right now. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm trying to hustle it out in real life.
They're still carrying crates somewhere?
He better.
Or is he carrying a thumb drive?
A thumb drive.
A bag of them.
Oh, if he carrying a crate, that's a real DJ.
That's a real DJ. That's right.
You carrying crates.
Yeah, that brother got to leave early. He got to leave early to get that.
No, I'm trying to show up like right around opening, trying to like be available, kind of help set up sound, kind of do lighting, kind of do that kind of stuff. Just, you know, hustling, doing the groundwork for that right now. So
yeah, well, big love as you cut your teeth. I've heard you play, amazing selector, many well wishes as you continue your journey. And so Get Down, you also are a wonderful producer.
Yes.
Talk to folks about what you got out there, where they can connect with you and find out more about your music.
Yeah. So as you said, I'm a producer, man. I'm out here. You can catch me on Bandcamp. It's straightfiremusic.bandcamp.com. And you know, I have a selection of tracks out there. I'm trying to put the ones out that everybody need. You know, everybody needs I need this, I need that. And the great thing about it is that I got, even on Bandcamp, I got people sending requests to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out here, getting my grind on, not only just producing music, but, you know, getting those tracks out there that the DJs need for their particular sets. Also, me and my wife, man, we're working on a Straight Fire clothing line. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get our Straight Fire clothing line out there, hats, t-shirts, cups, whatever. We're trying to get that going as well, man, because, you know, I believe that, you know, this is out here, me and Real and some of the brothers, we was talking about 2024, 25 is going to be the year where we're going to break out. So, you know, we're just excited, man, about what we're doing. We got different projects working in the mix, man, but just be looking out for us, man. Straight Fire, here we come. Here we come.
Oh, hey, well, I appreciate you guys for joining us. This has been amazing. DJ Tron Blaze is up and cooking. So everybody, let's go in there, kick down the door. Let's make sure his microphone is working. And
right.
With it. For everybody that's in the audience, if you're on Twitch, come along with us. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, we're going to catch you next time. We are rating out. Let's see. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Salute,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peace.
Peace.
All right. Well, those folks are over there, and I'm going to drop the stream. I will see y'all in the chat.
Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate you, fam, for sure.
No, big love. Appreciate you guys more. Peace.
All right, man. Peace.
Thank you.